You gotta push, pray, and keep the faith. You gotta push, pray, and keep the faith. Hey, you gotta push, pray, and keep the faith. Hey, that's the only way to win the race.
What's up, YouTube?
Welcome back to the channel.
Today we back with another video, y'all, because we see a lot of people filing divorce papers or headed for divorce, and you know, we done realized some things in our marriage. So we want to share some things that might help others in their marriage. 5 things that are ruining marriages.
Yeah.
Now, let's get straight into it. Number 1. The first thing, y'all, not communicating properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't get it twisted. You and your spouse gonna have disagreements.
Yeah.
But it's how
you go about your disagreement.
He
For
said
real.
it's how you disagree.
Yep.
Your disagreement shouldn't be insults and all that.
No.
That's not.
You should be able to sit down and talk about it. And when I say talk about it, not screaming and fussing. And these are things that we're telling y'all that we need to tell ourselves too to help us in our marriage. You know what I'm saying?
That God has been telling you.
Yeah, real talk. So we can't be rah 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 because nobody's listening. When 2 people are screaming, nobody's listening. You know what I'm saying? So sit down, wait till things cool down, and talk about it.
Okay. And the next thing, y'all, is talking about your spouse to others.
Yeah.
Slandering somebody is a sin. Don't go talking down about your spouse to other people, because you're going to open up doors and they're going to feel like they can talk about your spouse.
And then you're going to be mad when they talk about your spouse.
And the reason why you shouldn't do that is because when you're talking about slandering your spouse, you're actually talking about yourself. That's
too,
your
because
flesh.
y'all one.
Yes, that's
you know
according to your flesh. You're talking about yourself.
And even if you feel you're just venting, don't do it. Because I'm guilty of it. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't help anything. Now you can call somebody and get advice. That's 2 different things.
Make sure you can trust that.
Make sure you can trust who you're talking to, though, for sure. And don't do the slandering. Just come at them with some of, hey man, I just want to know, how do you handle this in your marriage? And you ain't got to take all their advice, but take a few of it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't slander each other.
And me personally, y'all, I'm not going to call anybody because I don't have nobody that I can really just lay it with. I'm telling you, the best thing I can do is go to God, because God created my spouse.
I'd be like, hey God, this your child. You know what I'm saying? She was your child before she was my wife, so help us out. But yeah, that's how that go.
And the third thing, y'all, money.
Money.
Letting your tests, trials, and tribulations get to you, y'all. When the money is low, don't go attacking your spouse and getting mad at your spouse, because God tests you. He's trying to test you.
Yes.
Your patience and everything. And money don't make a marriage blissful and happy.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, and some people think, well, when the money runs low, then we got to start being into it with each other. No. Still love each other through the broke times, because I'm going to tell you something. When you go through the broke times and it's still love, when you get to where you need to be, the love is going to be so much stronger, man. Because when you sit around and you talk about each other, not having this and not having that, that hurts people, man. Even though the person might not act like it hurts them, and some might react right off the muscle. You know what I mean? But it does hurt. So don't do it. If you love them, love them. No matter the ups and the downs, the rich and the poor. That's what your vows said.
Yes. No money should determine
how much you love somebody.
Yes. Number 4. Being God's enemy instead of being in agreement with God.
Yeah.
If you constantly battling with God, you're going to battle with your spouse too.
Yeah.
You can't fight God, because you're going to lose every time.
You're going to lose, big dog.
I'm here to say it.
I don't care how strong you is.
Stop.
You hit the gym every day.
You're going to lose.
Train with Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose that fight.
Be in agreement with God. Go to God. God, what's the purpose for our marriage?
Yeah.
What do you want our marriage to do? Be in agreement with him. Don't try to be his enemy.
She touching on it, y'all. She touching on it.
And number 5, y'all. Last but not least. I feel like this one right here, y'all. This one right here is very important.
Dun 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 dun.
Drum roll, please. Lust.
Lust.
And I ain't talking about lust.
Looking at another woman, man, or women looking at another man.
I'm talking talking about looking at people's marriages
and lusting for it.
And lusting for it, idolizing their marriage. Well, I see such and such husband do this. I see such and such wife do that. I see this. Stop doing that.
Stop doing it. Because
it's not you.
Exactly. And you're going to ruin what you have. You never know. God might be taking you to that next step to where y'all doing whatever that is that you're seeing other people do all the time and you want to do it too. But as long as you keep slandering and hurting each other, God ain't going to never bless that. He going to let y'all keep realizing what y'all doing until you realize it, and then he going to take you to the next step. So sitting around lusting for another relationship or saying, man, he take her shopping every weekend.
Yes,
he gonna buy her heels every weekend. You know what I'm saying? They go on dates. You know, you can't base everybody's marriage and relationship as yours.
Yes.
Don't lust after that. Stick to your relationship.
Yes.
Pray to God for your relationship.
Yes.
Focus
and
on
others' marriages too. Pray for
other people too. And focus on your relationship and not everybody else's, man. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. When you say action, that is what you see. You don't know what go on when that camera cut off.
Yeah.
They can be fighting before the video and after the video too. They house can have holes all in the wall for them fighting and everything, and you would think they the best relationship.
Just because you see them on Instagram booed up, and
you talking
going
about
on dates and doing all this
relationship goals and all that. You don't know what they got going on behind closed doors. So don't fix your marriage or relationship into what you seeing on Instagram and YouTube
and reality TV. Stop watching reality TV anyway. It's fake. That's fake news. Stop watching it. But yes, y'all, these are the 5 things that we feel like can ruin our marriage if we let it. It can ruin others' marriages if you let it.
Yeah.
And we just want to put this out there because y'all, the divorce rate in America is way too high.
It's too high, y'all.
It's too many single mothers.
It's just going up. It's just going up.
It's too many single fathers.
Yeah. And it gotta stop, y'all, man. Y'all know y'all love each other. Quit letting the enemy take what's yours, man. For real. Because what's going to happen, you're going to get whatever happens, get into this big argument, disagreement, get this divorce. And 10 years, 5 years down the line, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have made that work. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all, another thing, marriage is not for the weak. It's not for the faint in heart. If every little problem and trial you and your spouse going through, you talking about divorce. I'm talking for myself. I'm talking to myself. Every little trial y'all going through, and every time you screaming divorce, you weak. You spiritually weak too. You can't be talking about divorce. When God said you're going to go through trials. You're going to go through tests. Stop screaming divorce. Unless it's what Jesus said in the Bible for divorce. Adultery. That's the only cause for divorce. If your spouse sleeps with another person, then if you want to get a divorce, get a divorce. But even then, I done seen people work through that.
And their marriage be phenomenal.
Yeah, so.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying, well, my marriage messed up, let me go and cheat, it's going to make it better. No. You know what I'm saying? No, but what I'm saying is, man, those things can happen. And that doesn't mean your marriage is over.
Yes.
If you can build from that and let it go, it'll work.
Let it go. But that's it, y'all. And like we say at this
time, push, pray, keep the faith, and we out.
You gotta push, pray, and keep the faith. You gotta push, pray, and keep the faith. Hey, you gotta push, pray, and keep the faith. Hey.